live. Get ready to go live. Put on my music. In the name of the Lord, who came in the person of man to Muhammad, and the name of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the name of the most generous Farrakhan. God, we got things going on. I must have been up there around the long. Out of mercy. All right, come on. Pick up yourself. I'm the love of God. Most of my God, that's not coming. Oh, yeah, with live and direct in a fair. Down the mercy. So let me the black woman because it only needs a reproduction. Respect the black woman because it only needs a reproduction. Respect the black woman. And that is the duty of a man. Disrespect the actual foundation because the beauty of a woman is procreation. You better watch what you say in your black children. If you diss the black woman, you diss your nation. If you don't protect the woman, you're not a real man. Protecting woman, that's a natural instinct for intelligent man. Only better respect, protect the black woman because they're the only means of reproduction. I want protect the black woman because they're the only means of reproduction. Sex and then disrespect the black woman, and we can't take it. Set the sex because them disrespect the black woman, and we can't take it. Set respect to take the black woman. That is my motto. If a man disrespect him, I go get feet. If a man give a woman, place him 6 feet on the ground. If a woman wants to feet far from the ground, because I am a Muslim, I'm a peaceful man. Be your black woman, we will take away your life if you do them wrong, because every black woman is a prized possession. You better respect, protect the black woman because they're the only means of reproduction. Respect, protect the black woman because they're the only means of reproduction. Respect, protect the black woman like he is and a Rasta man. Respect, protect the black woman like the honorable minister Louis Farrakhan. The black woman like Nelson Mandela, the African man. The black woman like Martin Luther King, the Christian man. I respect the black woman because they're the only thing of reproduction. Respect the black woman because they're the only thing of reproduction. Respect your black woman. Protect. That is the duty of a man. It's our foundation. Oh yes, oh yes. If you diss the black woman, you diss your nation. If you don't protect the woman, you're not a real man. All right, 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 all right. Love and honor to the ancestors, the creative force of the whole world and the universe. That was one of my songs from out of the 90s. This is Brother King Simon. That's right, we call it WKSP on this YouTube channel. As people are starting to fill in, it's all good. This thing is gonna be up and running anyway, and we're gonna have this beautiful priestess herself. Not only is she a priestess, she's a queen, she's a doctor, and when you go into her temple, she got so many certificates of every little thing I just don't know. This is the here. So we're about to bring on one of the great people, but I got to make some promotions before I bring on. I got to make this promotion first. Just want to remind everybody on December the 5th, guess what? I'll be in Georgia, man. I'll be in Georgia for at least 2-3 weeks. So before I get on out of town. But For the first December 5th, I'll be doing something in Stone Mountain with Jasmine Little. Jasmine Little will be doing, she's doing the Chakra 101, and I'm doing numerology. We're going to do the Numerovation the way I do it for the nation. And that's going to be in Stone Mountain. If you want to find out information about that, go to justbegreat5.com. That's justbegreat5.com. Also, if you want to see me on December 14th and 15th, oh my goodness, I'm going to be on with this next queen that I got coming up with us right here. I got this queen coming up right here. And I'm telling you, December 14th and 15th, this all-day workshop and seminar, or whatever we're going to call it. It's an all-day certification course, actually. Let me pick that flyer. I got the flyer right here in my phone, so I want to make sure we get it right, so we can break it down right, so we can give you the information right, so you don't have to go shuffling around looking for everything. We know what's going on. Where's my flyer? Where's the flyer? It was just right here in front of me. What do you think with my flyer phone? What you say? I got a smartphone, but it's turning dumb on me. My goodness, I got a smartphone, but it's turning dumb, and I don't like dumb phones. So this is what it is. All right, there it is. Boom. On December 14th and 15th, we got the Priestess of the Home Weekend Certification Level 1 Saturday and Sunday, December 14th and 15th, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Learn cleansing, spiritual defense, numerology of food and of the home, and more. And that's only $199. Supplies and lodging not included, so stop playing. Supply list available upon payment. Make sure it's going to be in Atlanta. She got Atlanta right here, so it's going to be in Atlanta. And if you want to find out and get some tickets, go to healatlanta.com. That's www.healatlanta.com. And the phone number, Lord have mercy, is 1309. That's 309 HEAL now. That's 309 Heal Now. That's 309 Heal Now. And I want to welcome right here on my show for the first time on Zoom. Oh, we got one of the priestess. And this one, we speaking of the priestess of the home, we welcome in the one, the only Queen, Queen Dr. Neith. Where you at, my girl? Where you at? What's up?
Greetings, King Simon. Greetings, King Simon in the house. Hotep, my brother. It's about to be on in Atlanta. The Priestess of the Home Weekend Certification Level 1. We about to make it do what it do. The ladies are going to take their homes back. It's about to be on and popping, King Simon.
We're going to turn up and turn out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Turn it up.
If they don't know, they're going to know today.
Yes, sir. Woo! Thanks and praise. Yes, sir.
praise Jesus, Buddha, and Muhammad. Oh, that day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you been, girl? How you been?
I'm wonderful. Everything is great. All is well. Yes, sir. You smell the soup cooking in the background?
Yeah, I smell a little soup right through.
And some coconut cornbread.
Oh my goodness, don't play. Oh no, my goodness. They don't know that you're the ultimate chef. They don't know that.
Yes, sir. The ladies gonna learn how to make a little food. They're gonna learn how to put some ancestor food out. And oh my goodness, Simon, these ladies here, we're preparing them to bring husbands into a home environment. So when he prepares a home for her, she is able to then take that house and turn it into a home, because she will be the priestess of the home. Many of our mothers did not know how to teach us to turn a house into a home because they were so concerned with keeping a roof over our heads. But you see, we honor our mothers and we honor our fathers, that our days be long upon the earth. You see, our mothers could not teach us what they did not know. So therefore, a queen comes along to fill in the blanks and to make the wrong things right and the crooked ways straight. Yes, sir. That's what we gonna do.
Yes, man. And that you better go to healatlanta.com and stop playing people.
Yes, sir.
Atlanta.com. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to King Simon Presents, my beautiful sister, and love and honors to you. Like I was saying, you got so many certificates on your walls, man. You'll never be broke. You'll
Never,
be broke.
never.
Never
Yes,
break. Ever. She got certificates. She's got the licenses, the certificates. She got a doctorate. She doing her thing.
yes, thanks.
I want to say, if I haven't said it, I'm proud of you, girl. Keep on doing what you're doing. I'm
I
proud
appreciate you.
Queen is doing her thing and honor the Empress. I think you need to call yourself Empress. I don't know why you're playing. You need to take on that's a higher role there.
Indeed. Yes, sir. Yes.
And you know, we're gonna have a now. Tell us about this now, because you named it the Priestess of the Home.
Yes, sir.
Level 1 class. What does that mean, and what does it entail? Please.
King Simon, it is a wise woman that builds her house, and the foolish that tear it down with her own hands.
That's right.
It's a wise woman that builds her house, and the foolish that tear it down with her own hands. So while we are together with these ladies, they are going to experience healing, because see, we have healing hands, but many of our healing hands have blood on them. So we're going to go through and we're going to cleanse our hands so that we can then cleanse our homes properly. And see, one of the ways that you cleanse your hands is by cleansing your heart. So we're going to let go of bitterness, resentment, anger, unforgiveness, all of those things. Because see, you can't put protection in your home if your home needs to be protected from your low vibrations and negative energies. So we're about to let a whole lot of things go. The ladies are going to learn how to grid their homes. Many women don't know how to grid their kitchen because they don't spend enough time in it, because they don't know how to cook. And that's okay, because many of our parents just taught us to get a few degrees and then we can hire people to cook for us. But you want to put your energy in the food. That's how you endear the heart of your husband and the heart of your children to you. You want to learn how to do food magic so that if your husband comes home angry, you're able to infuse love and peace into the food so that you can then bring peace into your household. You're going to learn how to do specific baths to manifest specific things. See, whenever money starts getting tight in your home, you don't sit up and go and get a loan. Baby, you go upstairs and you run that water. You just got to know what to put in the water and how to charge the water. So it's my responsibility as a priestess, as a queen, as a doctor, as this, that, and the third, to pass this legacy on to the women who want it. It is only $199. Now, we got blessed because we had an amazing young lady that actually donated some of the supplies. So many of the supplies on the list, the sisters won't even need to get. They're also going to learn the numerology of the home and the numerology of the food that they are making. And so I'm so very excited. This is a microcosm of the macrocosm class that I teach, which is the Nation of Healers. So that is for women that know that they're called to heal other people, but they know that they need to get that healing first for themselves. Yes. So I am so excited. This is level 1 of a 9-level series. And so by the time you finish this, you'll have a completely different home. If you have children, you're going to see a difference in the way they perform in school. Because now all of a sudden the energy in the house is different. The energy of what they're eating is different. And they got a brand new mama. Mama's not stressed out now. Mama's not upset. She's not angry. She's at an even keel. So if they need to bring information to mama, they're not scared she's going to go off. No, she's at a wonderful place of balance.
Yes.
So the Priestess of the Home Level 1 certification is going to be off the charts. Absolutely.
It's gonna be off the charts. Y'all just tuning in. Y'all just coming in. And they coming in slowly. That's good. I know everybody preparing for the celebration tomorrow and all that. But it's all good. People gonna come in and listen and hear. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, you said about numerology, what I will be providing from my perspective. I want to make sure, because one thing I learned in numbers is that you always, especially when it's dealing with homes or apartments or houses, make sure that the number is connected to the woman that you are going to be with for that home. And so that's the perspective I'm going to come from.
Yes,
Very interesting, because a lot of us buy homes, especially men, sometimes buy homes that's for them, but don't realize that the woman that they're about to allow, that they're married to or they're with, is the one that's going to make the home,
absolutely,
make the house a home, like Luther Vandross said. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to come from a whole different perspective than maybe some of my teachers came, because also I will show them even what can be some of the traumatic things of the home. How to, and because you're going to be showing them how to grid it so they can have a positive vibration. You're going to show them the positive of the numbers in the home and how to use those positive. Because remember, numerology reveals seasons and cycles.
It does, indeed.
So if you buy a home, I'm just gonna drop a little something. If you
drop it, Simon.
And let's say we'll add up to a number 7, and then you're in a year that is a challenge to the number 7. Then you see what might take place in that year with the home. Whether it's dealing with water problems, water issues, or dealing with worry and anger in the home. I'm gonna go in from that perspective.
I love it.
And I'm going to deal with the women from their numbers and why they need to find their numbers, their core numbers, and find out what home is good for them, or what house number is good for them if they decide to purchase a home with their mate or their potential mate. That's how it's going to work for me, for my angle.
I love it. I love
it. And the food, oh my goodness. We're not going to even go there with the food, because according to some of our great ones, he said, we haven't eaten real food in 30 years.
Ooh, yes, sir. And it's the truth. Now, it's the truth. It is nothing but the truth. That's what these women have got to learn. If you're going to say that you want the universe to send you this amazing man, the only way that you're going to attract a real husband is that you present yourself as a wife. You have to present. So you need these wise woman tools. These are the tools that were taken from us, that we were made afraid to use, that they said, oh, if you do that, you're a witch. No, you're a wise woman. There is a significant difference, and you have to know how to show up. We don't need to be taking our children to the hospital every time they get sick. We need to know how to make cough syrup for them, how to make salves to break up any type of mucus in them, how not to feed them certain foods that are going to produce mucus. So we're going to raise your vibration first, because it is self first and not self only. Then when we raise your vibration, you'll know how to raise the vibration of your house on the inside as well as the outside. Because even if you're living in a duplex or you're living in an apartment, you can control the energy in your home. But see, different negative energies from the other people have every right to be there. So then you have to know how to control the energy from the outside so that it does not permeate your peaceful home on the inside.
Girl, you got me shaking and rocking now. Like I'm in church.
I love it now. I love it. I love it. I do.
When you say that, what's so interesting, let me just deal with food real quick. In the study of numerovation, or what I call numerovation, is a hybrid form of numerology. The word food in the Pythagorean system adds up to 22, which is the master number.
Yes.
And because the 2 is the number of healing and also
Mm.
the stomach, you have to make sure the food that goes in your stomach is
Yes.
also healing. The lower octave of that, I'm not gonna say too much, but when I get into class, that's why I need a board to write because
Yes,
your people gonna write.
we got
Because
you.
I'm not giving them a bunch of information where they
That's
gotta
right.
read through. Because if you write and then I tell you to research, then it belongs to you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You gotta stop giving them stuff.
Absolutely.
Let them write it for themselves in their own handwriting and say,
Yes.
let me Google this or let me go research. And I'm bringing books galore to show them where they can go. Where they can go. I'm not doing no PowerPoint. I'm doing like old school, straight to the board, and I'm just letting you know how it works. Because if you learn how it works, it will be beneficial to you in your own studies. And
Yes.
then you can find them, because this is not the is all of be all for me. I'm always learning. I'm constantly a student teacher.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
And I want those sisters that's going to come out on December 14th and 15th to learn it a little bit different than most people are teaching it, because I'm giving you 2 or 3 different systems
Yes.
of numerology.
Yes.
3 different systems I'm going in.
I
So
love it.
some
I
fun.
love
We're gonna have some fun. I can't wait.
I love it. I love it.
Somebody said I need a change now, and big up to Yendez. Priestess Yendez is on the line. She said,
Ooh, I love Yendez. Hotep, beautiful Ematep. I love Yendez. Yeah.
And Priestess, Doctor, Queen, Doctor, you give a whole lot of titles. Gotta give a whole lot of titles. I remember, and when you said you had got that doctorate, I was so happy for you, because coming from where you came from.
Yes, sir.
Let's remind my audience, because I don't think my audience know, not on YouTube, but we never did really a YouTube thing. We always did Facebook. But
Right.
doing YouTube on my King Simon Presents channel. Tell people who Queen Dr. Neith is, please, because nobody know your history.
Right.
Briefly, you don't have to go in, but you can just
Absolutely.
You've been down the road.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please.
Well, I am a grateful student teacher, and will always be a student teacher. My students teach me every day. I learn so much from them. So how did I get in a position to have students? I was a woman that had fibroid tumors for 17 years. And I had so many fibroid tumors in my womb that they fused together and became one solid, heavy 40-pound mass. So I was bleeding 7 to 9 months every year. I stayed chronically anemic. I had iodine issues. Everything was horrible. And my attitude was worse. So they gave me double injections of Depo-Provera, which is a steroid, every month for over a year. And I blew up to 300 pounds. And so as a result, the fibroids didn't stop. So I took all those steroids, and was continuing to bleed. And I finally told the doctor, I said, I'm simply not going to allow you to continue to do this. And they said, well, you're going to bleed to death. If you get off of the Depo, you're going to bleed to death. I said, nah, that's not what my God told me. Exactly. So I'm not going to die. I will live and not die. And I stood on that. And so I stopped going, and I bled like crazy. And I was afraid that I would die. And I'll never forget, I was taking another sister's product, and for fibroids, I had just bought a big gallon, and Spirit said, pour it out. I said, oh no, this is clearly the devil. I'm not pouring this out. Not as much money as I done just dropped. And so I went to the refrigerator to get it because I felt so weak. They said, pour it out. I said, oh, that is y'all. Okay. Okay. So I poured it out, and I had heard about a family that's called the Forgotten Foods.
Yes.
I called them. It was a Saturday, and Mama Kaya, who is the mother of the Forgotten Foods, their website is www.theforgottenfoods.com. I told her the situation. She said, well, I can mail everything out to you on Monday. I said, you don't understand. The way that I'm bleeding, I can't wait till Monday. And so, and I told her, I said, I'm so weak, I can barely stand up. She said, well, if you can get over here, then, you know, we'll be able to give the products to you. And I said, okay. And I got off the phone and I started crying because I'm too weak to stand up.
Right.
And now you want me to get to your house.
Mm.
So by grace, I was able to drive. Now, driving is something secondhand to me.
Right.
At the time, I could eat a burger, drive a stick shift. You know, I mean, I was multitasking. But because I had lost so much blood, because I got off of those steroids, I had to actually think about changing lanes. I had to actually, because this was before GPS, I had to read the signs in order to actually know where I was going on the highway. That was how I was affected. And then I got to her house and she had 20 steps and I was at the bottom of the steps and I just started crying. And they helped me get up the steps. And for an hour and a half, they gave me probably 30 different tonics. And it brought my levels up so that the bleeding at least leveled off, that I could not be lightheaded. And so I started with their products. I was on their products for 1 year straight. And the fibroid, instead of being this hard mass, became a jelly-like substance and broke up inside of me. And then I went through a process that's called a post-abortion healing clinic because I had had an abortion when I was 19. And I didn't know how that affects your womb. And so that was the precursor to the fibroids that were in my womb. So when I reconciled that energy with my child and therefore released her spirit and her soul, then the fibroids broke up inside of me and began to pass through me. And that took 5 months. So I've never had surgery to remove those fibroids. And so after that, I started losing weight. I got on a all raw diet for about 4 months. And then I went plant-based for 3 years. And I lost a total of 130 pounds at first. I was blessed. I was working with Queen Afua, and I was blessed to live with her for about a year. And I lost another 50 pounds. So I went from 300 pounds down to 130. And no more fibroids, no more problems, whatever, even to this day. And so from there, I continued. I was still studying with the Forgotten Foods, studying everything that Queen Afua taught me. And then I began my personal journey. I'm blessed to have over 43 different certifications. I'm working on a fourth doctorate actually now. I have one in divinity, one in theology. I have my naturopathic doctorate, and then I'm also working on a naturopathic medicine one. So I'm just so grateful because of the healing that happened in my body. And in teaching the 1 year Sacred Woman class with Queen Afua and then taking that body of work myself, I've been able to see women that were not well become whole. I've been able to see marriages that were on the brink. I've gotten calls from husbands who have said, Queen Neith, because of what you've taught my wife, I actually like my wife now. I've always loved her, but I did not like her.
Wow.
And I've had children too crying in the background like, my mommy's not mean anymore. So I'm so grateful for the work that I do. And so this is the reason that I now am teaching the Nation of Healers. That class begins January 5th. And people can text me at 770-861-9906.
770
861
861
9906.
9906. Okay.
And then I will make sure that they're able to watch the video. I did a video of an hour and a half of what the Nation of Healers is about so that ladies can have a real clear understanding, because we are the mothers of civilization. We have an obligation to heal ourselves and then to go back and to heal our nation. So 770-861-9906. And so this Priestess of the Home level 1 is just a little taste. It's just a little taste. We're going to feed you the whole time that you're there. So you know, if you're around Queen Neith, I ain't going to never let you be cold or hungry. It ain't in me. I learned that from my grandmothers. They used to feed the insurance man, the paper boy. Everybody that came through got a plate. And if you come to my house, you're going to eat. That's just a part of it. That's what goes on. You going to eat.
My children love her.
Oh, I love your children. What you say?
Oh, especially my boys in the
Yes, indeed.
Soup.
I love them babies. We'll take care of them all the time. I need to make them some soup just because you said it.
I'll be coming down.
I know, right? But I'm so excited about doing this with you, King Simon, because we're going to sow into these ladies very honestly. Between what you're teaching and I'm teaching, this could easily be $5.99. I just wanted to be sensitive so that ladies could get everything that they need. I want to see my sisters I wish above all things that my sisters prosper and be in good health, even as their souls prosper. Yeah. And so in that, you've got to know who you are. You've got to help you heal so that you completely show up. It's time that we let all of the blame games go. We let our mamas go. We let other sisters go. And we look inside of us and ask, how did I attract this to me? And what can I do not to ever attract it again? I want my higher and my inner self to show up. I want people to see my true beauty. See, when you clean that inside out, you can't do nothing but radiate on the outside. Mm-hmm. Many of us were given so much physical beauty because we were so ugly on the inside. So when you clean that inside out, you have a natural glow. You love your sisters. You're not in competition with them. You are thrilled. You're like, woo, yes, sis, go. And so you continue to encourage yourself first, but not self only.
That's right. Hey, those that are just tuning in, this is the spitting some fire, and it's some righteous fire too. Stop playing. Now looky here. This is the one, the only Priestess Queen, Dr. Neith speaking. And remember, that two-day certification course. It's a level 1 weekend certification, level 1. Go to www.healatlanta.com. That's www.healatlanta.com, or call. That number is off the hook. Also 309. Heal now. How you got that number?
That's right.
Heal now. That's it. We're in the now.
Yes.
Always a continue now. So now is important. Now, Queen, you had a history of not, and I'm only stating this because Priestess of the Home means to overcome abuse.
Yes.
Meaning to overcome abuse, not just of a mate, but family figure.
Yes.
Molestation.
Yes.
Rape.
Yes.
Fondling.
Absolutely.
Verbal abuse.
Yes.
Physical abuse, all that.
Yes.
Briefly tell us your journey on why you've decided to do such a thing and why it's inside of you. Because I remember another Virgo like yourself, Ian Levanzant.
Yes.
She always said, I heard her say, we usually teach what we needed to learn.
Absolutely. All day.
So please tell us your walk through this whole thing. Because I know you went through it with mom and this and
absolutely.
Please break it down briefly so people can know that you're not no dope, you're not new to this, you're true to this.
Absolutely. And so, it's deep. I have experienced abuse a large majority of my life. And it was very, very deep because I realized that much of it I internalized. And so it affected my self-worth. And so I realized that I put up with things that I should not because I did not feel worthy. And so Spirit spoke to me and I was angry when I heard it. And they said, domestic violence begins within. domestic violence begins within. And I mean, I was hot. Oh, I was hot about it. But I had to sit and say, you know what? You're right. Because I began to listen to the way that I talked to me about me. I listened to my negative self-talk and how ugly it truly was. So if I felt those things about me, I then began to attract people who then were a mirror to the feelings that I had about myself. And so my mother, bless her heart, suffered from mental illness when I was a child. And she set our house on fire with an attempt to kill my father and I.
Wow.
And so I'm so grateful that I did not know that it was done purposely until I turned 20. I'm so grateful that the Most High protected my emotions and my mind like that. And so at 20, she came to my brother and I and told us the truth, and it was devastating. And so it's almost the same thing as a child finding out at 20 that they're adopted. You begin to question absolutely everything.
Yes.
And so what it did was it forced me to go into a greater relationship with the Most High, because I felt like the Most High was the only one that I could trust.
Right.
And so then later on in life, I was in a relationship, and I was a woman. My father, when I began my cycle at 9, I no longer got what we used to call whoopings back in the day. Kids don't know nothing about that, but we used to get whooped. We used to get whooped.
I got whooped with everything.
Right. We got whooped. Wasn't no corner to go sit in. We could barely sit. And so once I turned 9, he stopped disciplining me like that. And my father has always been my best friend my whole life. So it hurt him to discipline me. And so I had never had a man lay hands on me. I didn't know what that looked like. And I was so grateful in hindsight for the experience, because I realized that I was a snob when it came to domestic violence. If a woman told me that she had been beat, I would ask, what's wrong with you? You let him beat you? I was very snobby about it. I really was. Right. And so once I experienced it myself, I understood, no, you're just walking along and somebody just punches you. Right. It starts with emotional abuse and then neglect, oftentimes verbal abuse. And every time you accept it, then you're co-signing and saying, it's okay for you to treat me like this. And so then it continues to escalate. And that's exactly what it did. And it became physical within the home, so no one knew. And then it escalated to being done in public. And so finally, and I'm so grateful, Queen Mother Imaku, I'm so grateful to her. She helped me to actually get out of that situation, and several other women. And I'm so grateful because they came and they helped me get out and to get away. Yes. So when I work with women, there's nothing you can say to me that's going to have me shocked. There's nothing you've been through that's going to have me, nah, I'm not that chick anymore. I've been through what I've been through so that I can be a better teacher, so that you can feel like you're in a safe space, and that when you share, you're not going to be in judgment. Right. That I'm going to hold you accountable so that you don't repeat those cycles, but that I'm going to do it in nothing but love. And I'm so graced. This priestess of the home, level 1, I wish you could see all the way through to level 9, Simon, because we're going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. These ladies are going to be like, listen. So they might be levitating by the time we do level 9. They very well may, because your levitation, the more negative energy you get out of you, yes, then it's easy to. We can't even conceptualize it now because we're way down in our root chakra. Once you clear all that and you living all up here, yes, yeah, it ain't nothing. Hey, mommy, are you levitating? Hey, hold on, I'm gonna join you. And there it is.
That's right. Well, you've heard it from the one and only Queen, Dr. Neith. You've had, I've heard the story before. It's such a touching story, especially with your mom and all that. It's a very interesting because I've never heard of anyone doing that other than probably on television or the news.
Right, right.
So to actually meet someone like yourself, to have survived and be where you're at, and the brilliance that you've exuded over the years,
Thanks.
because you've not only done this, but before all of this, you was also one of the main people to deal with cruises, the cruise lady.
Indeed, yeah.
Booking cruises around and making millions of dollars. And like you've been a millionaire a few times. I mean, think about it. Think about it.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Exactly. You're blessed, and you've blessed others.
Indeed, indeed.
And in encountering you through Queen of Four, of course, I've learned so much more, even about myself, my family, and all that. So you've definitely been a help, and we've worked with each other. I've shown I send people to you, you send people to me.
You do.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how That's why anytime I see priestesses doing their work, like, of course, the Yendes and of course Queen Neith, I shout them out a lot. And people know I shout them out. So it's very important that this work is done. And in order to raise the next generation of women. Now, do you plan on having a young girls teenage class?
I don't, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me, please.
I have a wonderful, actually, one of my students is in Long Island.
Okay.
Precious Stephanie. And Precious actually does that. She's got that on lock.
Yes.
And I'm so proud of her. She did excellent while she was in my 2-year course. She has taken the healing that she received, and now she's doing it with the young girls. I was not graced to have any children. And so she has children and the patience for children. And so we allow everybody to stay in their lane. And that's not my lane. It's not. I love the big children that I deal with.
We need to produce a mother-daughter, mother-child event then.
We do. Now, I'll do an event with a child. I do an event with a mom and a child. I do an event.
Because I seen you handle a child on the beach so well on your Instagram and your
I was intimidated into doing that, okay? I was. And you see how quickly I blessed the baby and quickly returned that baby back to her mama.
The baby was about to say, can you give me some milk?
Right, like, here you go. Your baby is blessed. Here you go.
I like the movie Little Man with the Marlon Wayans.
Right. That part. Oh my goodness, you are hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Hilarious. Yeah, but yes, Sister Precious is doing it. She's another Virgo soul like yourself. Okay? She is. I've done numerology reading for her. Great sister. I'm glad she's doing what she loves to do.
And she's been doing it almost a year now. Oh no, it's been about a year now. It's almost a whole year. And when I tell you, she has been doing the thing. I've seen the young girls and they come out amazing. So she's doing a wonderful job with it. And I'm excited. Yeah, I'm gonna let her do it.
More power.
More power. But I'm excited about tomorrow, though. Can I give them a little shout out about tomorrow? Beautiful. Well, on tomorrow, and if you go on to my Facebook page, and you can type that in there for them, Simon, I have several recordings about the truth of Thanksgiving. And so because I do not celebrate Thanksgiving, I have not since 2005. And it's a really deep teaching. So you'll be able to go on and to see it. We do the National Day of Mourning. And so I lead that here in Atlanta because there were 700 what you would call Black or African American people that were killed. And that's one of the reasons that the National Day of Thanksgiving was named in honor of killing them and taking their land. So it's a very, very deep teaching. And we're going to do that on tomorrow at Black Dot Bookstore here in Lithonia, Georgia. And we're so grateful just to have the opportunity to do that. So you can also go on my Facebook page. It's actually my header. And you can get all of the information. It is free to the public. We are definitely taking donations because it costs to have it. But we're so excited about showing that level of love to the community. We are fasting from sunup to sundown as we do every Thanksgiving to commemorate their lives, because the men were shot to death and the women were burned alive. And this was even documented in the book of Dr. William Grant, of Governor William Bradford of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. He was glad that it took, that he killed us. So I want us to know, when we think, oh, well, Thanksgiving, that's the Indians. When you actually look at those people's descendants now, Simon, they look like me and you. And this is after they were sold into slavery. So if 400 years later, they look like me and you can imagine how dark they were in 1637 when this happened. So please go to my website, www.healatlanta.com, www.healatlanta.com, to register for the Priestess of the Home. If you want to come tomorrow, just text me 770-861-9906. We're right here in Atlanta. And if you're interested in the Nation of Healers, we are still taking applications. Definitely want to be able to help all women who want to do the self-healing so that you can show up as the very best healer for your family, for your friends, and for your community. Just text me and I will make sure you get in our interest group and can watch the video to see if this is the path for your life.
I just put all of that up.
Give thanks. Give thanks to you, Simon.
I'm not going to keep you so long, but every time we get together, you know what it is.
Absolutely. I heard you're going to be eating when you in Atlanta, Simon.
Oh yeah, I'm eating, not everything, but I'm eating your food. I ain't eating everything. I'm not even going to go out on that limb.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna do that, but we will shoot a Facebook Live or Instagram.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I'm gonna make you some coconut cornbread just for you.
Coconut cornbread. I'm already from Jamaica. Coconut already, so I need some more coconut. So
I'm gonna take good care of you. Yes, sir. Somebody said that you might get some collard greens as well.
Oh, that's gonna be hot. That's gonna be, oh yeah, that'd be nice, girl. Let me tell the people with the last lecture we did together.
Yes, sir.
That was the sexual healing one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I still got all the food for the penile, not the penile system. The system of the love. The love. But she gave all the food on this long list that served the blessed purpose.
We taught the brothers about penis food. And see, that's one of the things. Thank you, Simon. We might need to teach the sisters this, because if you're going to be the priestess over your home, you need to know what to feed him so that he can continue to serve in that manner. Oh, exactly. Because that's a blessing.
And each one of them is a word, and all of them are correlated and connected to numbers.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So I'm gonna have to study that, right? I'm gonna study that list.
Okay.
And connect the numbers, because
yes, sir.
I tell people all the time in my classes or on these different on my YouTube page, I say, look, numbers have a duality. So if you're not doing the highest of it, you're doing the lowest of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if you're not doing either, then you're complacent, and comfort is an enemy to progress.
Woo! Say it again, Simon. Say it again.
Comfort is an enemy to progress. You're so funny.
I love it.
So family, we gonna be there December the 14th and 15th. I will be there with her and her beautiful home and temple. I'll be right there having a good old time and just teaching. Like I said, please bring your notebook, pad, and
Yes.
pen. If you're coming, bring your notebook, pad, and pen. I'm not sending her nothing in the email talking about this is what I'm teaching. No,
That's right.
I want you to intake it like we used to, like brioches, man. I'm
That's
gonna be
right.
just dropping it. I have the books. I'm gonna show you Africa counts. I'm gonna show you the patterns of African numbers and how that they was doing that. I'm bringing those type of books.
I
And
love it.
if people are into lottery, I'll even bring that book to show them.
Yes, bring that book. Bring that book. Yes, sir. Yes, bring that book.
That book.
Yes, sir.
But I'm definitely here to help, to serve, and share. And I'm just honored to be with the priestess herself, the queen, Dr. Neith. We're friends. We've known each other since she was with Queen of Four at that time. It's been what it is. We just had a good old time.
Yes, we did. Oh my goodness. You know, it's been almost 7 years, Simon.
What? 7 years?
It's been almost 7 years. Yes, sir.
Goodness, this should be real fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna teach out of my book.
I know. Yes. Make sure you bring plenty of them with you too.
Yes. I'm gonna order them. I'm gonna order them, have them sent. Can I send them to your place or no?
You sure can. You know you can. Absolutely.
I'll call Dr. Africa and tell him to send it to your place and make sure I have those books online. So that's where we're gonna come out of with the health and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, well, my beautiful queen, you want to say anything to the audience before we get off and all that? I don't want you to give them too much. I know we could be up here for hours, but I don't want you to give them too much because we got something to teach them when they come.
Absolutely. Well, I will be in New York on a regular basis just as soon as it warms up. Got so many wonderful things for you. Very excited. We'll be doing a lot of work in Jersey. On the 8th of December, I'll actually be in Baltimore. So if any of you all are in anywhere near Lanham area, that Annapolis area, I will be doing a cooking class there.
Keep on talking. Go ahead. I gotta get something.
All right. It's called a bake and take. So I'm going to teach you how to make winter womb foods. Winter womb foods, because we eat by the seasons, and there's certain foods that will help to shift certain things. So if it's your desire to get pregnant during this time period, there's certain foods that you need to eat. If you know that you constantly get cold, there's certain food you need to eat so that you can warm your blood back up. When we do a lot of raw and a lot of juicing and a lot of detoxing, sometimes we can put the fire out in our belly. So we need to bring that back into a balance. And the wintertime, because we're not used to cold, sometimes it throws us off. So I'm going to teach you how to do some delicious, delicious meals. We will be at Dragon Academy, Dogon. And my student Soleil, she graduated this past December and is doing an amazing job. She owns that dojo. So we're actually going to be doing it there. We can have up to 40 people. So we've got a little space left. So if you want to go, that also is on my website, healatlanta.com. We will stop selling tickets on December 3rd so that I can have time to prepare and to have everything absolutely amazing for you.
I'm so happy. And you pick up the Soleil all the time, man. Oh,
yes, indeed. That's my honey. Absolutely.
Yeah, her and Griffith's doing wonderful.
Yes.
Both of us was at the wedding, so we know.
Yes, we were there.
Yeah,
yes,
we were there. You did a wonderful job there. That was a wonderful job. Thank you, sister. Well, thank you once again. Thank you. I put your website in the of course in the chat. I put the number they can text. That's 770-861-9906.
And Simon, in case, if there are any sisters out there that have heard my testimony, any part of it, and you know that you need counseling, you're tired of being in pain, because see, we have learned how to wear masks.
Yes.
And I realized that for years I wore masks because I didn't have anybody I could trust to talk to. And so I always looked for older women to be spiritual mothers to me, especially after my mother passed. And a lot of times we just need a safe space to be able to talk. I do counseling. I do readings. Go to my website. You'll see all of my services. I probably have about 80 different services on there in person. Because I got 43 certificates. So I should be able to do something, right?
80,
so
80.
I got what you need, girl. I got what you need.
Really
so reach out so we can help you to heal.
No, I gotta commend you. You really did it. Let me tell you, I helped her put up some certificates.
You did. You absolutely did.
And she probably still have more.
I do. I got some. I got a pile sitting right here. I ain't got no more temple to put it in. I don't know where I'm gonna put it on the ceiling.
I think that's so hilarious, but it's real.
It is. It is.
Thank you for the healing journey and the continual journey, of course, Queen. And you're hilarious. You're so hilarious.
I'm serious. When you come in December, we probably gonna hang some stuff from.
Yeah, we're gonna hang up some more, But she's born the same day as my grandfather, so
yes,
that's the one in the background there in the blue over there, on my ancestral altar. Yes. Near the cutlass. He has a cutlass because he used to like to chop stuff. So
okay.
I know he's in the ancestral realm protecting me with that cutlass.
I love it. Absolutely.
So thank you very much, Queen, and what you're doing, and all the great ones that have been your students, especially and tell them about your sacred medicine woman thing. Tell them about that too.
Well, we've upgraded Sacred Medicine Woman now, and now it is the Nation of Healers. So it's actually a dual track. So you learn naturopathic medicine, but you also learn the mystery system. So you become a bad girl because you become a bad girl. You really, really do. And so there's priestess training that's at the end of that one, because I am an initiated priestess of Sekhmet. I'm also an initiated priestess of Osian. So I take all of that and I'm able to then bring that in with naturopathic medicine. But your first client is you.
Yes.
So, forget everybody else. I don't care nothing about you healing nobody else. Your magic has to work on you first. If your magic don't work for you, don't try to sell it to nobody else. And that's a lot of the challenges that we have in the conscious community. People go and get certificates, but they don't do the work on them. So then they're just passing all of their toxicity onto all of these innocent people that are paying for it. So I started it first with me. I started my deep healing in 2014, and it's still continuing. You don't just get healed overnight. We got 30, 40 years of trauma. Then you just think, woo, I'm healed, delivered, and set free. No, it's just doesn't happen like that. So that is what I insist upon my students, is that we do that healing work on them first, get them in alignment, and then I teach them how to make money while they are actually learning to heal themselves, so that finances and currency continues to run within them. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. We'll be doing retreats all over the United States. We're going to be going to Hawaii, going to Jamaica. So I'm just excited. I really, really am. I want to pass all this ancestral knowledge on before I veil the form, and they deserve it. So I'm excited.
And you've been taking people out to
yes, sir.
All those types of
yes,
man, and country, man. Jamaica, Lord.
Yes, yes.
So I'm honored. Thank you very much once again. Thank you very much. And please continue the great work. Can't wait to see you. I'll definitely be out there in a couple of days. Actually, be out there. Definitely gonna link up. How's the weather out there? Please tell me it's better. I ain't into the foolishness.
Oh no, we got you. All is well.
The weather's all right. Okay.
Oh, the weather.
Weather.
Yeah. Yeah, it's winter here. Anything under 60 is winter here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a state. If we get to 30, it's a state of emergency. They close the schools. Everybody go sit in the bathtub because the Lord is doing her work. So, yeah, it's serious.
Now, one more thing before we go.
Yes, beloved.
I didn't get to see this movie. Did you get to see Harriet?
I will not spend one dime of my money on that mockery of my ancestors. No.
I want to hear it, but I don't want to spoil this whole thing. People might love it. I don't want you to mess up. Now let me ask you a question. I didn't watch it either. I haven't gone spend. I was waiting for the DVD, to tell you the truth. I'll watch it on DVD perhaps. But I want, just give me one thing why you say that, please.
Okay. Because of all of the Aboriginal indigenous women here in these United States that are direct ancestral lineages of people who were enslaved, none of us were good enough. They went and got a woman from Britain to then depict. And that is because they knew that a heavily melanated woman from the United States would not even be able to sell out enough to read that script, to then have the slave master be her lover and to be so sweet and so kind to her, and then to have the brother then be the enemy.
Right.
We have sisters who are sellouts, but your ancestral DNA being over here just wouldn't let you do it.
Right.
So it is a mockery. And then for them to then feel free to say, well, it's creative license. And they even, I forget who the Caucasian lady was, but I think it was Julia Roberts. And so the gentleman that wrote it said, well, we wanted Julia Roberts to play it at first because it's been so long ago that nobody would notice. Now, I don't care what's in Julia Roberts' lineage, because I got cousins that look like Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts don't need to never play Harriet.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
Okay. So yeah.
They willing to put the blackface on everybody, all them Europeans. And I totally concur. I totally concur. I will not. I didn't spend a dime on it. I will not, especially after reading the history myself.
Absolutely.
And there's more out there about it, but a lot of stuff was exaggerated. And I want to check it out on my DVD, but I'm not. I'm going to go to the $5 DVD, man. I'm not spending no more than, because movies in New York is $16.
I hear you. I'm
not spending no more. I'm supporting my brother. I mean, I'm not, look, I didn't even go and buy the Joker, and I just got the DVD to watch it tonight.
I've seen the clips off of that. I'm not, They have done so much ritual to the negative in that, even in bringing that DVD into your house, you're bringing a lot of negative energy. So the Joker can stay on the screen. I'm good. That Joker can stay on the screen.
He definitely represents the mental illness of Europeans.
Well, of Europeans. Well, we won't even start with it. Okay, we'll go with of Europeans.
Yeah. Particular person, especially doing it in New York. So I already
right. Because I mean, if you just see the clips from it, the Joker is touched.
Yeah, but I used to watch the Batman series. I was into.
I was a Batmaner now. Yes,
and I know the most successful villain is the Joker. Out of all the Batmans, out of all comic book history, Joker can be pulled up as one of the most successful.
Absolutely.
From the time of Adam West and all those guys.
Yes. Because see, the Joker actually represents our higher self. Because see, when you look at the 3 tiers of man, you have your lower self, your higher self, and your inner self. So your higher self is actually the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde part of you. That's the two-faced part of you. That's the part of you that's wishy-washy. That's the part of you that knows not to do it, but does it anyway. And so that's who the Joker represents. So that's why people are so endeared to him, because he represents our duality. But the deep part is they've then put a mask on that, and knowing that people so love him, they put all of these things that are signs of mental illness within it. So they wrapped it all together. That's very dangerous. That's very, very dangerous.
That was very dangerous. Oh my goodness. Then it was released on October 4th, which 4 is a mental illness.
Right. Right.
Very interesting how the numbers also correlate with me. So let's finish on a good note.
Okay. All is well.
All right. Yes. So big up to you, my sister. Enough respect to you. We be down there. And you know who just moved out there that we need to do something with out there?
Who is that?
KT, the arch degree.
He did not.
He just moved down there.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feed KT, honey. It's on. Oh my.
Him and his wife just moved there, and they ready to.
Oh, that's wonderful. We'll feed the whole family. Yes,
ready
indeed.
to work. They ready to work, and you know him. You know, so enough respect, of course, to Dr. Sabi. Yesterday was his
Yes,
birthday.
it was his birthday.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we had a good time. I was with the family the other day, and that was good. And hey, we're ready. Well, I'll see you in Georgia.
Yes, you will.
Be out there, but tickets already bought out in the building.
Indeed. Sell it out, sell it out, sell it out. Absolutely.
Right, well, you have a good evening. You know how to get yourself out of Zoom. You know how to do that. You know how to do it. I think you. once you say leave meeting, you know how to do it, right?
Oh, leave meeting. Okay,
Yeah,
leave meeting. Yes.
I just want to say thank you very much. Honors and respect to you and your whole empire that you're building, because it's an empire that you're building, a real empire, and you're doing a lot of real work. So, hey, people, go to that website, www.healatlanta.com. That's www.healatlanta.com, or call 309-HEAL-NOW. That's 309-HEAL-NOW. Or you can text her, like she said, for consultation and much more. Go to text at 770-861-9906. That's 770-861-9906. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hotel.
Hotel.
All right. Take care. I'm gonna finish this off, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right. Take care.
Let's see. Leave.
I'll mute you. I just muted you, so you good. That's my girl. That's my girl, Queen Neith, man. Queen. I'm gonna change up the, of course, the title, but it says Priestess, Queen Dr. Neith speaking, or supposed to be speaking on Priestess of the Home with King Simon. Yeah, we just had our beautiful sister, man. I'm telling you, family, we're gonna have a wonderful time for those 2 days. Certification level 1 event. I'll be speaking on numerology, food, and of course the home. So each day is going to be different things. So each day we're going to talk about the different things about it. So, and the sisters, y'all going to learn. If y'all coming out, please, y'all going to learn. You're going to write, you're going to take notes, you're going to ask questions, we're going to get it in. I'm gonna learn from you, you're gonna learn from me. And of course, Queen Neith is gonna drop it like it's hot that day. She's gonna drop how to cleanse, spiritual cleansing, all of that stuff. Spirit, recognizing energy, vampires, all of that. We're gonna get it in on December 14th and 15th from 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. Woo! We're going in that day. I'm telling you, we're going in that day. So please be prepared if you're coming. You're coming out December 15th, December 14th and 15th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And she's gonna feed you throughout the day. She's gonna feed you. Now you're not gonna be fed food that's gonna give you the itis. Not gonna be fed. That's $199 for I think both days. I forgot to ask that, but it's $199. Yes, it's not $199 for both days. So it's gonna be, go to www.healatlanta.com. That's www.healatlanta.com. And or you can call 309-HEAL-NOW. That's 309-HEAL-NOW in Atlanta, in the A. So we're gonna turn it up. All right. Look, I'm gonna get ready to get on out of here. I'm gonna play another one of my songs before we get out of here. And we're gonna go all the way to the beginning. We're gonna play this song and we're gonna shut it down just like this and get on out of here. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be on the planet Earth. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me and joining Queen Neith, and thank Queen Neith for coming on. We got Jasmine on tomorrow. Jasmine will be on either tomorrow, Jasmine Little, but I'm doing an event with her December the 5th. Jasmine Little will be on tomorrow. And we'll be in Stone Mountain December the 5th. That's $35, and that's, I think, for 3 hours. She'll be teaching on Chakra 101. I'll be teaching on numerology, breaking it down. But within those 3 hours, we're going to have a good time, and y'all going to learn. Y'all going to learn that day. So I'll see y'all. Y'all be safe. Let me see which one of the songs are coming out. Here's my song. This was number 5 on the reggae charts back in the day. Black and White Story. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. We have to analyze it. I'm going to tell you a little something about history. The Africans, they run through a slavery. We know now, I'm very ugly. And I am telling of the history of Africa. The one I never did. And all of the houses and it's all we did. We are afraid in the black and white history. Analyze the truth about the way body when we first to come with biology. Analyze the life in the society when we first to come with technology. That you see when we first to come with biology. Analyze the life in the society when we first to come with technology. Correction, my friend, with the black and white history. It's black, it's my fight, but let me tell the story. Yes, it's black, it's my but let me tell the story. The right story in my mind. Then we have